race number 5 at Monza after a disastrous start in race 4, after getting DNF'd there. Lost a lot of points. So I decided to give race 5 a try today. The other thing I would point out is this is the inaugural race of my new livery, which is dedicated to Formula 1 Club Asa-Hi. You see that accident right there? Yeah, didn't even make it to the first turn on that accident.
My bad.
I'm able to get back on the road, but I have damage to the front of my car. I'm going to back that up just to give you a view of what happened. And I think actually the best way to see this is from the chase view. So I'm going to pull that out and show you what that looks like. Here's the far chase view. Actually, this is probably the best method right here. So yeah, you can see that there's two cars that get in a collision on the left. The person, Luis, behind me on the left in the red car, is going to try to avoid them and then collide with me. So here you see he gets a good start, absolutely good start on Luis's part. As we go down here, you can see right up ahead the black car starting to move over to the left too early, and he's going to clip the car next to him. That sends them spinning and Luis sliding into me, which then sends me out of control. Now, the one thing I will say is, fortunately, I didn't get too damaged. I had front end damage here, which did affect the handling of the car, but I was able to get back on the course. But from where I'd started, I clearly lost plenty. I clearly lost plenty of pace there and was significantly behind. Now, the guy that caused the accident is apologizing on the radio. It was not intentional. I mean, these things happen. It's fine. But man, if they're just a little more careful, we could have had a really great start there. So anyway, I find myself, I want to say, down in like 11th or 14th position, probably 14th or 15th position at this point. We'll see when we cross the start-finish line. But yeah, so here we are, off to a bad start after our worst race last time. So I'm seeing what I can salvage out of this. Now, one of the things I'm focusing on is safety rating, and I'm trying to get my safety rating back. Because I lost so much last time. I don't think I'm going to hit a safety rating of 4, which is an instant promotion to Class A license, but I think what I'm going to try to do at this point is just maintain it in the 3s. We're more than halfway through the season. Once I reach the end of the season, if I am in the 3s and I have raced the requisite number of laps, I will wind up I will wind up promoted anyway. I get a good run on Luis in front of me. There you go. And yeah, so I find myself currently in 14th position, but Luis gets that position back. We have a few collisions right there, accident right there, so I gained that position based on his accident. But the other thing I'm noticing at this point is the car is just not handling as well as it should be. At first, I ascribed this to the cool tires, but you can see the front end damage there on the car. But as I'm trying to do turns, I'm just not able to get the grip that I'm used to. And so I'm finding myself sliding a little bit more on the track than I'm used to and losing pace for sure. So a disappointing start. We're on lap 2, and yeah, just not excited about the way that went. I'm excited about my cool new livery. But yeah, not a great start. Even here, like I can tell that I'm swinging wider than I would expect to. Something's just not right in the steering of the vehicle. So I'm going to just try to see what I can do and see what I can salvage out of this race at this time.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
I will say everybody in this race, for the most part, was pretty reasonable. I don't think I had any intentional attempts to wreck anybody. And at this point, I am in 11th place. This is the final weekend that we are racing Monza here. After this is Imola, which I'm a big fan of that track. That was the first track I really cut my teeth on with a coach. So excited to see how it progresses. I thought I was getting a good run here, but this guy is obviously blocking, trying to get his pass on, and he does. It was a good move, but kind of blocked me. I've got the guy in the Team Redline livery behind me, which it's almost half as bad as somebody with a Red Bull livery. Basically is. But things are progressing. Behind me is Gino. And I hear this one guy in front of me just kind of complaining and whining. Actually, he's actually behind me. And man, I mean, at a certain point, you're going to hear somebody tell him just to stop talking because he just keeps going on. I'm going to fast forward here a little bit so you can see how this progresses. I'm actually going to end up losing a few places here. I lose one to Gino and to Luis behind me over the next few laps. Yeah, you can hear him talking here. Thought I had a good run on Luis here, but I wasn't. Just, again, the car's not handling like I think it should. Fast forward a little bit.
Fuck you.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm going to turn off the radio for the next recording.
Shut up.
Will you two quit bitching and just fucking race?
I actually appreciated that guy telling him to just stop complaining and race. So these guys both get a good run on me down this straightaway. Eventually there's going to be nothing I can do to prevent them from passing me. Luis is actually a very respectable driver. Very fast, but also watching out for people. As we go into this corner, almost 3 abreast, I was a little concerned there. I'm going to fast forward again, kind of get us through these laps until you see me get past. I think it's coming up, to be honest with you. Now, here's the other thing I would point out. At this point, I have 11. I think I have about 11. No, I have 6 penalty points at this point. Fairly early in the race. Sitting on 6 penalty points. I'm already frustrated because I know I'm going to lose safety rating as a result of that. And, you know, and I'm hoping, well, can I make up some points for, I get a terrible exit from there. Red Bull Racing there passes me. Luis is right on me. This is where I get a little frustrated. Number 13 there starts just bumping his way through. And you're going to see his behavior's pretty out of control here in a minute. My car is just not getting the grip that I'm expecting.
That dude really will go offline.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
Somebody was apologizing to me. Luis was apologizing to me, and I told him he was fine. You can also see this green car behind me. That green car, now here's where this guy just constantly is going off his line.
Malfunction.
And just slamming into me. Raj is.
Who, me?
The guy in the green car, Landon, He's very aggressive for a driver, and he was the one you heard complaining all the time on the radio just a few minutes back. I got a good run here. I thought, oh, maybe I'm going to catch up to Luis in front of me, maybe even give him a run for his money. But again, you know, I don't want to blame just the car. He's a faster driver than I am. He was hitting his marks better than I was. But yeah, down the inside, Juan is taking a peek there, number 20. And I'm just trying to hold position. But unfortunately, as this race continues, I'm going to lose a few more positions. So let's just show it right here. And he's still whining and complaining.
Brakes early.
I get a good run on Luis there, and I take that position back, which I'm kind of excited about. I'm going to back that up just so you can see that pass, because this is something I've been working on, this pass at this particular juncture. And the other thing is, this is a you know, a great like approach. I'm not dive bombing. I'm alongside him. I get in there, I get my nose in, and I take the position. And that's something I need to practice. Like, I've seen a lot of people do this to me in the past. They did it to me this race. And it's great. It's just about being a little bit later on your brakes, but understanding where it is you need to be able to stop. So I get this ahead of Luis, and I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I've got some pace left in me, and maybe I can pull this off. I'm currently in 12th position because I've passed Luis. But yeah, I mean, again, you know, I'll go back to the car not handling particularly well. And then we've got Landon behind Luis, who Landon is actually a very fast driver. If he would stop whining and complaining, he'd probably be even faster. But yeah.
But you love him.
Luis is going to get a really good run on me coming up here. I don't know about this particular lap, but he does end up taking this place back. Spoiler alert. It might even be here. Nah, he's too far back here, I think. And I also make a mistake at one point later where I do go off the track right here in the Parabolica. This is not that time. But, you know, really my accumulation of penalty points in this race, of which I'm currently at, I think I'm currently at 10 penalty points at this point. Due to that guy slamming into the side of me and trying to force me over, that I'm getting a little frustrated. Like, not only am I not going to get safety rating here, I'm getting concerned, am I going to get disqualified? At 17 points, I have to do a drive-through penalty, and then at 25 points, I have to do, I'm disqualified. 25 or 27 points, I get disqualified. So, you know, I'm also trying to be cautious. Luis gets a really good run on me here. He takes a peek to the inside. You can see he's got a really good run on me there. And I make sure to be respectful, give him plenty of room. If there's one thing I'm not going to do is hold up a driver that's faster than me for 10 laps or whatever we have left in this race at the moment. We're on lap 8, so we got 7 laps left. You know, I don't know if you heard me right there, but I told him I'm going to give you plenty of room. Don't worry about me. Because again, I recognize, like, I just don't have the pace. The car's not handling well. And now we got Landon on my rear, and Landon got me a little nervous. He's a very aggressive driver. These drivers in front are fighting. I hear an accident up ahead,
like a bunch of holes,
and you see that guy go off right there. So I'm thinking, okay. But as a result of getting that yellow flag there, being concerned about the accident, I slow down a little bit more. Landon's got a good run on me down the long straightaway. But that also puts me in 12th place. But honestly, Landon, I'm pretty sure is going to pass me at some point here. He's just much quicker. You can see the car goes wide there because it's just not, I don't have the grip I'm expecting from the front end. We give Landon plenty of room when he gets up here. I'm not going to give it away, but once he gets on me, I'm going to let him pass in the straightaway, make sure I'm all the way over to his side so he can get through.
Oh, fuck. What better?
I sometimes wonder on the value of, he got a great run there. I think this is where he overtakes me. I'm going to make sure I get over, let him have plenty of room. He chooses not to do it. He really could have taken me right there. You see, he keeps peeking in. He's trying to make me nervous. I'm already nervous because he drives a little aggressive. He's going to get me into this straightaway, which is fine. I'm going to give him plenty of room.
Give you plenty of room on the right.
Nice, good. Keep rolling here.
Yeah, I don't know what he's after. I don't know if he wants to just be towed or what, but he would have been better off passing me. And because I was so concerned about him, I missed the turn.
There or what?
I didn't need the contact from you earlier, but whatever.
Yeah, he contacted me in the rear, giving me actually another point. So I'm sitting on 11 points, 17, and I have to do a drive-through. All right, at this point, I'm going to skip forward a couple laps because this race really devolved for me. I hold this position for quite some time. I am losing out to Landon. He's much faster than I am. Again, the car's just not handling like I want it to. Lap 13 of 14, so this is, the penultimate lap here. And then finally lap 14. And by the time I cross the start-finish line here in lap 14, I am in 11th place due to people having accidents and failing out. So not the worst, but also not the best. Overall, a little disappointed in this race. I could have done a lot better. I've seen myself do a lot better, but that early accident really did me in, and it really hindered my ability to kind of progress, which was interesting. So it is just very important not to take that front end damage. I don't know how I could have avoided it at this point. So what does that do to me in terms of results? So let's take a look. So in terms of results, this race number 5 for me, I end up losing a quarter point of safety rating because I gain, I think 11 penalties. Yeah, 11 incidents. I lose a quarter point of safety rating, but I do gain 12 points of I rating, though I have dropped significantly since my DNF. I was at 1455. I've now dropped down to 1388. This is not the most important thing for me at the moment. This is the most important thing, and I need to remember that. As for splits, there was a lot of drivers here, so I was way down here in the split 22. You can see racing around people with the 1365. So that's the end of race 5. Let's see if race 6 goes any better.